Boosh. Johnny.
Jezzer.
What's up? Welcome to Henshin Hangout.
Shit. What we gotta do big? Because we're at Anime Expo. We're at Henshin Hangout. Henshin Hangout. And Anime Expo.
Yes.
Woo!
I did see a build today. Over
You
there.
did?
Yeah, I did.
How was it? Was it cool?
He didn't have it on yet. It was in a box.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it was
That's
on a
dope.
box. What's that?
We're back.
Alright, cool. Can you get some like hatta hatta?
That's what I'm on. You guys want?
Yeah, I'll bun you.
Hot dog?
Yeah.
I'm good. Thank you, though.
Yeah. So yeah, Henshin Hangout is back at Anime Expo.
It's pretty swank. We're in this nice hotel room and everything like that. You know, we had to do it big. We had to do it from a location or whatnot. We always can't be at the Common Buggy Manhattan Beach, but we want to still chat with you guys about Henshin because this was a big week for us.
Yeah, we were actually like, oh, let's push it off to next week. No, we're not gonna leave you guys hanging. We got some great shows to talk about. How's your week going, man?
My week's been going well. I'm not sure if everybody knows this. This is my second Anime Expo. Last time I came here with a friend's like free badge or whatever. I only came like on a Sunday, so I didn't get the full experience. But now that I'm here and like in the midst of it, I'm like, good lord, this thing is insane. It's so cool. Like so much good cosplay and so much Henshin love.
You're hyping it up a little too much. I'm not enjoying it. It's too many.
You're not? Why, Jezzer?
It's too many people, my friend. There's
really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jezzer.
It's just really crowded. And like some of these people's stenches are like taking form and like really knocking you out, man.
See, I will say this though, I didn't come on Saturday, which was the 104-degree day, because
it's
I was
so hot
like,
outside, dude.
Exactly, I was like 104 degrees. Fuck that shit. But Jezzer was a trooper and went through that shit.
I wore a costume and it just started. The heat just melted it straight off. I am not even joking. It's in that corner, broken.
It melted.
Like some of the glue melted because it was so hot.
Wait, tell me, did you take pictures of it? Because here's the thing, everybody. He made this sick War Machine cosplay. I only got to see videos of it on Instagram, and it was badass.
Yeah, I mean, it's decent. It's decent. Let me see if I can get it here. It's so hot. You could tell I'm already. I'm done. Like my face is. I'm already done.
That's sick. Can you send it to the thing so we show it to the people?
I'll put it up on Instagram so you guys.
All right, everybody, make sure you follow Jezzer. Jezzer.
At Jezzer Zeus.
At Jezzer Zeus. Go check it out because it's hot. Like I was seeing the videos of him like walk around before I guess it melted or whatever, and I was like, "Fuck, that's a good War Machine."
Yeah, it's a decent War Machine. It's decent. It's decent.
It's good. It's good as hell. Don't let him be too humble. It's awesome.
We got Iron Man sitting in the corner right there. Just kind of like hanging out. But yeah, this. Honestly, what did you think of these episodes?
Okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't here last week because I was in Amazing Las Vegas, slanging books and everything like that.
We had Justin on.
I know. I was up there like, the three bros can't be together.
I almost wanted to go with you to Vegas. I was like, I don't want to drive. Maybe I'll fly. I don't know. I don't know. But
next year you come next year because I always drive. I don't mind driving. So I'm catching up on 2 weeks. So here's the thing. Like last time we were all together, we talked about how we always kind of watch Build first and then we go into Pata versus Lupin. And me and you were like, we always kind of get that disappointed. So I switched it up. For the last 2 episodes, I watched Lupin versus Pata first and then I watched Build. So you want to talk about Lupin versus Pata first?
We can talk about Lupin versus Pata.
All right. So here's the thing. Lupin versus Pata. First off, I'll say this. Let's start with the good first. First, we finally got our 7th Ranger. We finally got our addition to the team. And kind of like we talked about, like that prediction I had, he's kind of going undercover. He's like playing both sides in a way, which was like, okay.
So who do you think he's really with?
I think he's really with the Lupin collection himself. I think that's what he's most loyal to.
You think so? He's with the Lupin Rangers?
No. I think he's loyal to the Lupin collection. Because I think his whole goal is to collect the Lupin collection, get all to where it's supposed to be. Because I think he might be like the son or cousin or something like that of the Grand Lupin himself. Or apprentice or something like that.
I know you watched both episodes, but with this one that we're reviewing, did you see that thing that he did when Goody is like, oh no, here's Kugarari or whatever his name is, the butler, and he's like, it's fine, I'm here with you.
Exactly, yeah.
So, something's up with that dude, it's not something like mysterious. It's something that they both know already.
Exactly. And then at the end of the episode too, when he was like, oh, here's the Lupin collection piece, like, oh, let's talk first. And that just kind of like built some mystery and everything like that. So I will say this: the new Lupin Ranger / Pata Ranger. 1, I do like him. Like he is interesting. 2, I love the costume. Like the costumes are on point.
Gold or silver?
Gold. Because gold has that like little like trench coat looking thing to it, and I'm like, finally, there's a cop who looks badass. If the rest of the cops look like that, I'll be like, this is amazing.
The silver doesn't look bad, but the gold does look sick.
No, the silver looks amazing as well. Like they're both badass, and especially the reason why I like the gold is because it has that collar to it and everything like that. I think the silver might have to do is because it kind of reminds me of Gokaiger. So all in all, I'm liking it.
It does look like Gokai. Like he, except for the helmet, he looks like Silver Ranger from Gokaiger.
He does, which is another reason why I like him because Go Silva.
Yeah. So and they also learn like that he was in charge of
engineering
these things for the Pot Rangers.
Pot Rangers, yeah, and he said they got away from by accident and everything like that.
Yeah. So,
what are you thinking?
I'm thinking. I know what he's trying to do. I know he's trying to play both sides. I know that's the only way he's going to be able to do this if he plays both sides. One good thing about this episode is, despite everybody doubting who this guy is, the Lupinrangers and Patrangers are actually fighting together now.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, they're fighting together now.
Like we saw that when the monster showed them this episode.
Yes.
Like they were all fighting together, did a combo attack, which for me I got a little bit excited for. I was like, oh, this is badass.
Yeah.
And so I am liking it. The one thing I'm not liking though is, okay, we talk about some negatives now.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you watched the intro, but when I was, because usually at this point, like, you know, we're in a series, you usually just like, I'm just skip the intro. But when I was about to, I was like, oh, new intro. And so I started watching the intro. And what was interesting was they show the Rangers, and first they show the Lupin Rangers. They show Lupin Red, like, sitting in a park watching people. He gives, like, a smile to the camera. They show Lupin Blue. He's in the kitchen, like, flipping pancakes and bread and all this kind of stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
And they show Lupin Yellow. She's, like, trying to imagine being all responsible at the restaurant, but she's getting exhausted.
Yeah.
But then when they show the Potter Rangers, I was like, they show Potter Ranger Red. He's, like, getting around, ripping newspaper. They show Potter Ranger Green being clumsy and spilling something. And they show Potter Ranger Pink, like, being all, like, silly and cutesy and, like, grabbing onto a stuffed animal. And honestly, like, it's just my critique of the series. Like I've told you this before, I just hate the fact that it just uses comedic relief. Like I really like the Potter Rangers. I think they're good actors.
They're like the ranger from, they're like the forest ranger from Yogi Bear.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Like,
I was thinking about like Rangers. Yeah. Oh, well, you like Forest Rangers?
Yeah,
like
they're just there. Like there's not. I don't know.
No, I agree with you. They're just like from like Yogi Bear, like was it Ranger Jones or something like that?
Yeah.
And they're just there to like, oh, you should be doing that, Lupins, and they're still in the dark. Yeah. And now they're getting tricked by the silver.
Then you bring in another character that's Lupin sided, and it's just like, when are we gonna get more development?
Exactly. And it just is disappointing because like the problem with the two is though it slows down the series for me because the Potter Rangers take up half the episode because we got to give them their shine. But the problem with it is because we're not developed them as characters. Every time we go to them, it's just kind of like it's sad and disappointing. You get kind of frustrated. Like as I was watching this episode, I was like, "Good Lord, why is he tricking you all so easily?" And so that was a little bit of frustration on my end. But other than that, though, I am excited that we finally got this next Lupin Ranger / Potter Ranger. I do like the development, the plot that's happening right now. And so I think it's pretty cool. What do you think about a Zord?
The train? I like it. My favorite part about it is like how he goes back and forth in between. And then like when he like goes to the middle, the middle part of the train where that's when he changes. Like he has to change to take
control of the other side.
Yeah, I like it. I think that it didn't turn into a Zord, did it?
Not yet. But they showed a preview. That's what's happening next episode.
Is it a Zord that he has to have other people connect him still?
For what we've seen thus far, it looks like, because remember how he gave those other guys, how he gave the teams those two arms? It looks like he's going to take those two arms and they'll combine together. And when it's a happening, his Zord will be like this. It'll be silver on top and gold on the bottom. But then he'll literally flip over and it will switch. It'll be silver on top and gold on the bottom. He'll go back and forth.
Oh.
Now, the one thing I did notice about this, though, that it kind of... So that kind of frustrated me, and this is coming from a writing perspective. And you guys let us know in the comments what you think. And so in this episode, he has to trick the cops to make him believe that they're on his side. So he calls the Lupin Rangers. He does like this fake battle, and he's fighting them. And remember, he's fighting them as Lupins first, but then he switches to his cop mode and fights them in his cop mode. But my whole thing was, what's the benefit of that? Like, I didn't see any additional powers or any different power sets when he goes back and forth and everything like that.
I felt like there might have been. There might have been like he fights a little bit differently in different modes. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, no.
And so for me, when I was watching that, I kind of felt they dropped the ball. Like for me, maybe they should have made like the two power sets kind of different. Like maybe make the police stronger, where they're like just physically stronger, powerful Rangers, and the Lupin's Rangers are faster. Exactly.
Yes.
And then that way he has a reason for switching the power sets.
Yes.
And everything like that.
That makes sense because honestly, yes. If there's no like, you can't differentiate between the suits, then why even bother changing?
Exactly. If there's no different power sets and like the weapon just goes short and becomes a baton, which is like, okay, I guess this might be easier for you to use. Yeah. So
I think really what had happened is like he's engineering this stuff. He's like, oh, I like gold, but also I like silver. I think I can do both.
There it is. Yeah. He's low-key wearing that dress that was on the internet a few years ago. Where it's like, is it blue? Is it gold?
Yeah.
He's low-key going back and forth.
I like,
he's like, it's both.
What do you think of his civilian stuff? Like this little, get up he has here with the little top hat and a little flashy.
It's a little bit flashy for me. Yeah, I like the Lupins a little bit better because like the black and like the color.
Yeah.
Here it was kind of like overdone and overzealous, and I'm also like, why are you wearing it? Because like I understand why they wear it because they're also hiding their identities.
Yeah.
It's like
why you,
we know who you are.
And do you like his gold cop little uniform where it's a little bit?
Oh, I just saw that where it's the white and the gold.
Yeah,
I did like that.
Yeah.
I did like that. It looked kind of like fire to me. It's kind of reminds me a little bit of White Ranger-ish from when Tommy and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean honestly, with this episode, other than getting a little bit more backstory on Noel, it wasn't really much going on other than just him. He had called Kyrie and set up a deal. It's like, oh, the Patranger's gonna take this guy down. You're gonna come here, and we have to make it look like I'm not working with you. So that, I mean, that's a definitive faction choice that he had made. That he is with the Lupins. Yeah. But he's playing the Patrangers with Lupins. You know.
I will say this though. I wish this series would kind of like speed up a little bit because like I feel like we were dragging a lot because the Rangers really haven't fought the generals at all. The generals sent monsters to fight them, but they haven't fought the generals at all. And that one ice villain, we got a glimpse of him, and he hasn't really shown up that much either. And so it's
really time to step up.
Exactly.
It's really time to ramp up.
Because again, I hate to be this guy. And can you bring up the comments real quick? Yeah. Because like I keep comparing it to Gokaiger, and in Gokaiger they fought their main rival, who was also trying to steal like the Ranger pieces all the time. He was like always there. They were always going against generals. It felt like there were always high stakes and everything like that. And so this one's just moving a little bit slower to me.
Let me make this bigger. Make it bigger. We're gonna bring up the live chat because it wasn't up for a little bit. Oh, that's too big. That's too big. There you go. There you go. Ooh, there you go. So, yeah.
Oh, and hey, what's up to some new people? I see we got Black Wing in there. What's up, Black Wing? I see we got somebody who's this black guy. What's up, this black guy? I'm also.
DDT Cosplay, Johnny, be that guy. Zamigo, yeah, where the heck is Zamigo? We haven't. Zamigo's an ice guy. We haven't got Zamigo.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, we need to bring him in more. So honestly, the thing about this series is kind of like disappointing me. Oh, what's up, DDT Cosplay? Yeah. And the thing about this though is like, man, I just wish it would kind of like again get better, step up a little bit because like there are past Ranger seasons that I feel the state like have been better, and with this like current Sentai season, it's just. Yeah, it's just not impressing me right now. It's not keeping me engaged.
I want them to do better because they coming off the heels of Q Ranger. You can't do that.
No,
can't do that.
Yeah. So now talk about Build.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there wasn't too much. There wasn't too much other than the back and forth, and at the end with the butler. Where he's like, I'm not going to give you this thing right away. Yeah. There's something going on. There's a little bit of mystery and everything. Ryan Earl Thomas, hey, Johnny, how was Vegas? Ryan Earl, he had lost his brother recently. So
oh, yeah, my condolences. I posted on the Facebook. My condolences to you, Ryan. I hope you're doing well.
So sorry for that.
And Vegas was really well. As you guys know, I write a few different comic books. I write my book Blackness and Brown Hand, a black and brown exploitation comedy. I write Broken, it's a video game comic, kind of mixture of Smash Brothers and Pokemon. I write a series called Teen Horror and Elvish, and Vegas was really great. I haven't done the Vegas show in about 2 years, so they haven't seen me in a long time, and I had a lot of new stuff there, and it was really cool. I'm not sure if I told you this, but I actually sold out. I sold out like all my books, so that was really cool.
What?
Yeah.
Everything.
Like everything was gone.
Did you bring a lot?
Yeah, I brought about over like 100 plus books in total.
Congratulations,
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
Dang.
Yeah, so Vegas was awesome.
Was there a lot of hype for like?
Well, yeah, because like my book Blackness and Brown Hand, it's like I put out issue 1, I put out issue 2, and so I have a trade that has issues 3, 4, and 5 in it, and so people hadn't seen that. And it was like, oh, we're back. It's like you're here, and I was like, yeah. And a lot of people bought that one that sold out first. And my book Broken, it's kind of like video games and anime mixed together. Yeah. I'll try to put up pictures next time and everything like that. So people bought that one, and so that was really dope.
So do you have to order more, or you have some more?
Oh no, I'm ordering more because we have Comic-Con coming up in a week, and so I'll be exhibiting at Comic-Con. I'll be at Small Press in 14. So if anybody's there, stop on by. Yeah. And then to go to that black guy's question, was like, is X a good guy or a bad guy? I kind of feel he's a good guy. Of course, he's a Ranger, but I think he's fighting for himself right now and not for like the dreams of the team. Yeah. Exactly. I think he's fighting for himself and the collection.
He doesn't have that same motivation that they got.
Exactly.
Or at least we don't know.
Right, because the police, they fight for justice. The Lupins fight to like get their families back. And X, he's fighting for some other purpose. It might be for his family, it might be for something else.
Yeah, he's definitely. It's going to be interesting to see what his storyline is going to be. But yeah, I mean, honestly, there wasn't much. go for that one. There wasn't much going on. I skipped through. I always skip through the Zord fights. It's not interesting to me.
Yeah, it's weird too because again, Go Kiger, I like the Zord fights there. Like every now and again, it got a little bit different, or they would have fun with it or poke fun at themselves. Here, yeah, I'm not that excited about the Zord fights either. I try to watch them to see if something new happens, but I skip over that too.
Layla's wondering if you have a website where you can sell your books.
Oh, Layla, dope. Actually, I do. When I'm on next week, check the Marvel show or next week's Henshin Hangout. I'm going to post it there because I'm actually building a new store. It's going to be called Gum Road. And I'm going to put all the books through there. So I'll be posting all that up next week. So that way before I go to Comic-Con.
Yeah, let's move on to Kamen Rider. First off, what would you give it?
Out of stars,
I'll give it 2.5.
I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah, you're very generous.
Yeah, because the thing about it is that I'm also had to catch up with both episodes, and so this is my first time seeing the costume.
And then together,
exactly
together.
So it kind of molds together for me. So seeing the costume was really impressive. It moved a bit
last
slower.
episode was fun. Last episode was fun.
And I like the Goku reference with the Monkey King who was flying on the carpet in the last episode, the cloud and everything. That was dope.
I liked it. Moving on to Kamen Rider Build.
Oh, DTT Cosplay. I mean, small press N14.
That's
small press N14.
That's where you get the badges.
No, that's what I'll be at in Comic-Con.
No, that's where you get the badges, isn't it? Is it upstairs?
Small press is if you've ever been in Comic-Con by the Peanuts booth, like the Charles Schultz Peanuts and everything like that. I'm right by there.
Where else? What else is near there?
Okay, so you know where Marvel is.
The big booth?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes like Marvel, like probably like Peanuts, some other stuff, and then Small Press is where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm like in the middle of the con, literally in the middle of the con.
All right, cool. Who you there
towards
with?
the back. Me.
Yeah? Do you have to pay for a booth over there?
Yeah, so at Comic-Con, you got to pay for a booth, but it's worthwhile, though. Like, I do get booths at different conventions, and Comic-Con's one of the bigger ones.
If you don't, I'm asking, is it a lot?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Dang.
I'll tell you off camera how much it is. Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
All right, but before we get to the next episode, though, we got to talk about the THS hashtaggers.
Oh, yes. We totally skipped over it. THS hashtaggers has been lit lately. Woo! Lit. Everybody is on that Crush Cookie Face hashtag. And you know what? Come at me, bro. Come at me. I'll take all y'all on. Everybody! Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, but it is lit. So if you guys, honestly, this is what it was made for. You guys find something interesting to talk about, put it on THS hashtaggers, because that is the place to be. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. You guys are brightening up my day, especially on Monday mornings. When I'm having a shitty day, I just check out THS hashtaggers and find something very interesting, and I love it. I enjoy it. Have you seen all the craziness going on?
I miss some of it. I mean, like I get the notifications for articles and stuff like that. And I love when people post like videos and everything like that. But I love Layla right now. She just said hashtag leave Cookie Face alone, and then black hashtag crush Cookie Face. Oh my gosh, the Cookie Face army is like going to war right now.
Layla, I'm getting you. Oh, come in.
Excuse me.
Hello. Oh, hot dog. I
hear you guys down the hall.
Oh man. Oh, is this really gross? Oh God, shut up. Ah, shit.
It's a hot dog. Put it in your mouth. Put the wiener in your mouth.
So yeah, check out THS hashtaggers. It's gonna be. It's really fun.
Yep. You just barely on that plug. Right?
No, we went through a whole show.
Yeah. Remember you talked about it. We do it in the middle.
Yeah. You don't have to tell him that. But yeah. Yep. And then now.
And don't forget about our T Public store.
You're gonna make a shirt for us there, Johnny?
I'll probably put some of this at some point. I need a hashtag though. Like we got. The Henshin Bros might work, but we got the Battlestar Galactica. We got the Cookie Face Army.
Can you like get cartoonist and going like doing a thing?
Like something like that or something like that. I'll see what I can do. I'll reach out to some artist friends of mine.
Black and brown, bro.
Black and brown.
A different brown. A different brown.
That might work. Black and brown unity.
Still brown.
There it is.
But different brown.
But yeah, don't forget though. So go check out our T Public store. We got a bunch of dope shirts in there. We got the Cookie Face Army shirt that'll be premiering soon. We got the Battlestar Galactica shirt in there, super dope. We've got the Deadpool shirts with a selfie and everything like that. And then we got a bunch of great shirts in there. So remember, when you go and buy shirts from there, you kind of help us keep the lights on. It helps us keep doing the show.
Yeah, the lights aren't on right now, but yes, you do help us keep the lights
on.
You
guys are the reason we're at Anime Expo, able to cover all this news so that we can give it to you guys. And you're also going to be the reason why we'll be at Comic-Con to be able to cover that news to bring it to you first.
Yes.
Okay, but now let's get on to Build.
Today, last episode, it was interesting. First off, there is a lot of Grease isn't happy. He's not happy with Sento. There's a lot of little controversy going on between the team, but everybody seems to be coming together.
Can I say one quick thing?
Yes,
though?
go ahead.
Because I missed last week's episode, and I just want to say last week's episode was amazing. That was like one of my favorites. I'm not sure what rating you guys gave it, but I love that we did literally a flashback episode. But it was such an interesting, fun flashback, though. Like they were able to go through all the major plot points, and then they kind of put it on a video screen that kind of counts down. And as they're talking, it's like all the jokes that get cracked right there. Like I love
why can everybody always hear me?
Exactly. He's like, because you say it loud at the top of your voice. And then I love it is like when Sento was like, he did all this stuff just to trick us and raise his happy level. And he's like, you know, now that I think about it, his plan worked pretty well. And he gets sadder with like all this popcorn. And he's like, what you call it? Crocodile gives him the hat and everything. I was like, why is this show so good? And then I love that whole scene where they're fighting over the hat and putting the hat on each other and being extra silly. So I got to say, last week's episode of Build was amazing. And it's crazy too, though, because like, I feel bad for Lupin vs. Patranger. I watched that first and I was like, oh, man, I wish this would be better. And then I go to Build and I was like, this is exactly what I want. I want my seriousness, but I want my comedy, and I want to mix together flawlessly. And that's what Build is doing for me right now.
It's great. It was fun. That was a fun episode. But to be honest, this one's like coming from such a high praise of it. The second one was kind of just,
yeah. Because you kind of felt like the second episode was like a transition episode. We're getting plot points set up.
Why are we still getting plot points though? It's like we're so far into the season. It should all be coming to a close. It should be. You know, we're still getting like more. It's like, oh, more mystery, more this. More that.
Yeah. And it's kind of weird because I think they've kind of gotten caught in this trap of like, we need mystery, we need to introducing things left and right. Like the whole thing with Bill's dad and everything like that now.
I'm getting confused. Sento, is it Sento's dad or Katsuragi's dad?
It's Katsuragi's dad.
It's Katsuragi's dad, but they're saying Sento's dad.
Because Sento and Katsuragi are the same person.
Okay. Because
remember, Sento, the face that's on Sento is just from somebody else, but Katsuragi and Sento are just a different person. They just have different memories.
Okay.
A good way of comparison is like, well, shoot. Actually, there's no good comparison for this. It's like the first time you've seen it blended so flawlessly. The closest thing I can get to is like Ronin Kenshin, where you got Himuro Batosai, who's like more when they kill, and you got Kenshin, who's more calm, like the hero. But that's the only thing I can think of as a comparison.
And them doing this for a kid show, that's really cool. It's like, you know, here in America, we say this all the time. Kids are watching some like stuff that just makes you numb. Like it's just so boring and. No, there's no character development or anything, but with a show like this, it's pretty interesting. I mean, honestly, they're doing a real good job. I know I'm criticizing like them trying to pile in too much storyline, but why am I complaining about too much storyline? I don't understand.
Yeah, especially when you consider what we were just ragging on Lupin vs. Patranger for.
Yeah.
But I will say this though, it's some interesting mysteries too. Like the fact we got another build, and then the last episode we kind of got a glimpse of him.
Did you know who it was going to be already?
Oh, when I saw the other build, I was like, I bet that's his dad. Because his dad's the one who developed the technology.
Yeah.
So then when we get to this episode, we get the big reveal that it is his dad. I'm like, okay. But again, it feels like this is all part of a greater plan leading up to them actually going to defeat Stalk and everything like that.
Evolt. Yeah. They're splitting up. I don't know if they're splitting up on purpose. And then that connection that we had with that Banjo has with Evolt is taking its toll on him. And
it is. Like at first we thought it was just going to be like, oh, Banjo will get these memories and Banjo will be smart and help use these memories to help defeat him. It's like, oh, I forgot who Banjo is.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do like the fact that, but here's the thing though, I do think that Build's dad, that Sento's and Katsuragi's dad is good, and this is my reason why. Last episode when Banjo was about to go crazy and go wild with the power, he came over and stopped him.
Banjo's dad?
Sento's dad, Bill's dad. Remember the smoke showed up, you heard Rabbit Tank, and he like stopped him. I think he's watching them, and I think this is all playing to a greater role. He's like manipulating everything from behind the scenes, and he's letting some of this stuff play out on purpose. Like I think his dad might still be good. At least I hope he is.
He has to be. What do you think about Banjo killing or beating up Mad Rogue?
Finally, Mad Rogue is annoying. He has taken consistent L's. I was finally waiting for someone to give him the big enough L where he will retire, and Banjo finally did it for me. I was excited about that.
What do you think when he picked up the bottle and turned silver? What do you think that was about?
I have no idea, but I'm interested though. Because I gotta be honest though, we get so many different types of bottles now where they're changing colors and everything. Me too, because I'm just like, we got the evil bottles and these bottles and everything like that.
Does Sento not have all his bottles anymore?
See, that's the thing I don't understand, because I figured he had to, but now we've introduced like these new bottles that are kind of like these corrupt bottles or whatever. And so it's one of the situations where we have so much plot, we're missing a couple little things here and there. I understand that evil bottles are bad, but with these silver bottles now, I'm not sure what they do. Let's check the comments real quick. Maybe somebody's explaining it for us.
And also, like, He always goes straight. He always goes straight for that genius bottle. He doesn't like cycle through. He's like, oh, let me build up to it. It's like straight to OP, straight to OP, straight to OP. You know. So I don't know.
And I like how Blackwing is saying, "I'm waiting for Evolt to kill Mad Rogue." What up, Edward Sanchez Productions?
He's definitely gonna kill Mad Rogue. I think so.
Oh heck yeah! Because what's interesting is Mad Rogue himself started to question, was like, "Wait, what are you doing? Like, you're not just trying to conquer things; it's like you're trying to destroy people and stuff like that too."
Yeah,
so
he like that whole black hole thing.
Oh yeah.
And so now Jen Jenny's like, oh man, he's like losing everything that his dad stood for or like built, and it's just really taking its toll on him. There's definitely a lot, but there's one character that, again, gets no character development, serves no purpose to the show, and does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sawa, what do you even do? You don't do shit.
Oh, man.
What do you even do?
It's like, why is she there?
I mean, no offense, but you don't do shit.
Nah.
You're just standing there, just trying to look pretty, and that's it. At least, Michan's, like, doing something.
And Michan's reincarnation of the princess, like Queen of Mars and everything like that. It's like everybody else kind of has a very specific purpose, but right now it's like she's just there, just like taking up space. And, to be honest though, like, I wish they would do more with her, but again, I don't think we have enough space though, because like we have so many characters. It might be good just to eliminate her character.
Kill her?
Well, I wouldn't even say... I don't know.
Killer?
Maybe.
Kill Sawa?
Maybe.
Hashtag Kill Sawa?
Maybe hashtag Kill Saga, but they probably should have hashtag Kill Sawa like 25 or 15 episodes before this.
Hashtag Kill Sawa.
Hashtag Kill Sawa.
Hashtag Kill Sawa. Let's do that.
Oh, wait, Sawa's going to be in the movie? Doing what?
Might be.
Oh my, she's in the movie? Seriously. But this episode, again, I agree with you. It was like a transition episode, but I love everything that's building up. The backstory we're getting. I like the fact that we do know now that Stalk or Evolt is like becoming human. And so I think that might be playing to his motivations now a little bit, everything like that, because I know he has these emotions. And it was cool to see Bill beat him up at the beginning of the episode, but him come right back with his hazard level rising.
Yeah.
So we're seeing people's hazard level still develop.
Hazard level 7?
Right. Exactly. But we still need my boy Grease to get his new form. We need to get Grease that new form before I have to do this Hot Wing Challenge.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, God. It has to happen, Jezzer. It has to happen. It needs to happen now.
I mean, that's everything. It was pretty straightforward episodes. So there's not... I mean, we don't know about the silver. If anybody can enlighten us on the silver bottles, the silver bottles, the black bottles.
We don't know about the silver bottles. We're just a little bit confused about the black bottles, but we are building up towards the finale in a good way.
Genius is still OP over Evolt.
Actually, no. Remember, Evolt beat him.
In
this episode, so remember, yeah. So it's like, so right now they're probably about even, and they're probably about to keep going back and forth in upgrades.
And one of my favorite parts is like. When they're standing together and he goes like, you cannot stop Kamen Rider, and he's like, ah. That was probably one of my favorite parts. I
like that too, and I love when Crocodile does stuff.
Yeah,
like I love his suit. I love that character. Like,
he was getting his ass whooped in this episode, but still, I mean, it was still fun.
Oh yeah, but they came back like G's and then put the total butt whooping on him too.
Yeah.
Like, that tag team battle was awesome.
Yeah, just splitting the two teams up is great. So I mean, honestly, yeah, it was a good episode. You watched all 4 together.
Yeah, I watched all 4 together, and it was good. Like, I'm loving Build. Like, everything's happening with Build right now is awesome to me. I'm loving the characters. I'm loving the character development. I love where the story's going right now. Mm-hmm. Again, this episode was like a little bit slow, but it was still good. And I'm also liking what's happening with I'm liking what's starting to happen with Lupinranger Vs Patranger. Mm-hmm. If the plot development is actually building up the way it's supposed to, I'm going to be more excited. But if it keeps going back to being episodic, I'll be disappointed. So, what's the rating you give this episode?
I would say I'll give it a 3.5. What do you say?
I love the crocodile power-up scene. I did love the fact that we were getting some resolution here. Mm-hmm. Also, we didn't talk about it, but I love the fact that when Sento goes into his memories now, the way Katsuragi's in there as well, both talking to each other and everything like that, kind of reminds me of like Naruto talking to the Nine-Tailed Fox inside himself. But I'd probably have to give it 3.5 as well. Like, I do like it a lot. It's dancing on the 3.5, like size 4 for me.
Awesome, man. I mean, you're a little bit more lenient on the grading scale than I am. But, I mean, I still enjoy the show.
For sure.
I still enjoy the show. All right, man. I think that's it.
That's
all we got today. We got retro. Yeah, we got retro coming up tomorrow. What are you guys reviewing? What show episodes are you reviewing? The wedding, right? The wedding. So is it
here or there? Are we back?
I think it's at the Bug. Yeah. be back at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach. So yeah, you got anything else, or where else can we find you?
So next week you all be at San Diego. I'll post.
No, next week. 2 weeks.
No, I'll be in this next week.
What are you
There's
doing?
a signing at a local comic book shop that's going on. It's a pre-San Diego like Comic Con
Are
event.
you just staying out there?
No, I just got invited out, so I'm gonna go drive down there Saturday, and I'll drive back in time for the show.
Dang. All right. Cool.
Yeah, so I'll post all that and teach us hashtaggers.
Yeah, you can find me on all social media at Jezzers. Are we doing a Marvel show on Thursday?
I won't be here. So you guys have a feeling? Medallion or something.
Or we're doing the you saw Ant, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then
So-
we're good.
Oh yeah, because Thursday we're talking about Ant-Man. We're talking about Luke Cage. We're gonna talk about some potential news. And now that we do all comic books, is there a Nightwing movie in development? We got to talk about it, so we'll find out.
Steven Ditko.
Steve Ditko, R.I.P.
Oh, Fred, yeah. This is gonna be. So yeah, catch us on Thursday for that Marvel show. It's gonna be fun.
And don't forget, you can find me at JohnnyP313 on Instagram and Twitter. Come and keep the conversation going.
And give them that website when you get a chance to
Exactly.
To buy your book.
Exactly.
Did you guys know that he sold out in Vegas? He sold out all his books. Yeah, he sold out all his books in Vegas. It's awesome. You guys, thank you for watching. Remember to hit that like and comment, or hit that like and subscribe button to keep up to date with everything trending.
And geek pop culture.
Boom, boom, boom.